Well, guys, what's going on, y'all? Just got done watching Brazil versus Norway, and I'm sure you guys did as well. Let me ask you guys this, and I hope you guys could put this in the comment section. You guys surprised by this? Are you surprised by this? Shocked? Flabbergasted? Are you astounded? Are you surprised? Why should y'all be? Why should y'all be when when Brazil has a lot of weak points in the squad? When Brazil went almost at extra time, when it took extra time for Brazil to beat Japan, that was only because Japan was exhausted. Because Japan did not have the best players. That's the only reason why Brazil was able to. Because Japan had no choice but to play a deep, deep, pack the bus, low block defense that allowed Brazil all the time, so many time in the whole game to keep on shooting and keep on playing with the ball, find a winning goal. So why are we surprised by this? I go online, everyone is shocked. They say Brazil's the favorites. Why? Because the five-time world champions? Is it because Cunha was doing the number five as a Japanese player? Well, let Cunha do it now. I want Cunha to do it during the game or after the game. I bet he won't. After all, he got subbed off way early in the second half. How you gonna tell me that coming to this game, Norway will actually dominate the ball possession, guy? 70% ball possession. Brazil only had 30%. Now, obviously, due to the defensive counter-attacking approach that Brazil had, right? They had more total shots, more XG, more touches in Norway's box, five big chances. But yo, they were toothless. Brazil was toothless against Norway. Brazil wanted to win, and Haaland came into this game and he said, "No way." Allen said, "No way." And you know what's the worst part about it? After this game, Allen is going to go on his vlog, right? He's going to go on his vlog and he's going to be vlogging walking around New York in the MetLife Stadium, going to Times Square, going to Brooklyn, going to the hood in the Bronx. This guy came, he dunked on Brazil, he dunked on Gabriel, and he's going to be dancing, doing the Harlem Shake. This motherfucker was doing the Harlem Shake on Brazil. Brazil allowed Haaland to do the Harlem Shake on the ass, man. They allowed Haaland to dunk on them, and the guy don't even play basketball. I don't even think he knows how to dribble up and down the court. Very, very shameful from what I'm seeing from Brazil, bro. Now, let's get into the game, guys. Let's talk about the game, right? Norway dominated. They defied expectations by keeping the ball away from Brazil, holding nearly 70% of the ball possession, right? They did the best they can to nullify Brazil's attacking threats, force them playing into a deep and attacking style that lacked its usual flair, right? Brazil did not come out playing that joga bonito we expect them to play, did not come out with that flair, man. I've always said this, guys. The aura, the charisma of Brazil is going down the toilet. It's draining down the gutter, man. That shit is in the gutter. It is gone. We don't have Brazil don't have players that used to have that flair, that individual flair with mixed with good qualities, bro. Brazil plays so systematic. The only one that I will say that still keeps a touch of that flair is Vinicius Jr. That's only because he's a winger, bro. There's no number 10 that can do that. There's no number 9 that could do that. There's no right winger that can do that, right? There's no midfielder. There's no fullbacks. This is the Brazilian team that used to have Roberto Carlos. They used to have Cafu. They used to have Dani Alves. They don't have that no more. Aru 9, Romario, Rivaldo. They used to have Ronaldinho. They used to have Kaká. They used to have Socrates. They used to have Pele. They don't have them no more. They don't get these players that is very, very capable of doing something. This individual flair, Brazil has lacked it since '06. That was the day that the definition that what we know Brazil to be was gone back in 2006 when they lost to France. Ever since then, Brazil has made it to the round of 16, right? But they've never gone far, man. And this is the first time in a very long time since what? 2002, maybe 2018, right? Brazil is not making it into the quarterfinals, bro. They've been knocked out in the round of 16. First time since 1990. First time since 1990, Brazil has been knocked out, bro, at the round of 16. Now, let me talk about Bruno G, right? A penalty was awarded for Brazil, right? Bruno G. Now I understand, right? Bruno G has not missed a penalty prior to this. When he was taking the penalties at Newcastle, Bruno G has now lost or missed a penalty rather, right? He had a chance to open up the score. And keep in mind, guys, Brazil was playing a defensive counter-attacking football. Were moments where they were able to hit Norway on the counter-attack. Felt like the quality, Ryan Acuna, Vinicius Jr., they did not have an opportunity to find a way to put the ball in the back of the net, right? Bruno G would have, give Brazil a cushion, right? He had an opportunity to take the penalty, and all of a sudden, I could tell he was going to miss it. I could tell that Bruno G was going to miss this penalty, bro. This guy stutter. His walk up to kicking the ball was so poor and looked so predictable that I could tell that yeah, Nyland is gonna go out there and he's gonna save that penalty. And guess what? He did. Saved the penalty, bro. Saved the penalty. And I was and I was not shocked by that. Like I said, guys, I was not impressed, nor was I shocked by Brazil's, bro. Now that gave Norway all the confidence in the whole world to go out there and keep finding ways to score, right? Second half, Hendrick came on for Cunha. Vinicius Jr., who I think was an amazing player. I still think Vinicius Jr. should have taken a penalty. I don't know why Vini did not take the penalty, bro. If you call yourself, if you are the best player, you're the number one player in this world, right? You see Haaland will step up to the penalty spot. We see Messi will step up to the penalty spot. We saw Mbappe just yesterday stepping up to take the penalty spot, man. Why didn't you not take that penalty, Vinny? Right now, of course, Vini also had another opportunity to have an assist to his record where he played a lovely football pass to Hendrick and Hendrick missed it. Right, that would have been another opportunity for Hendrick to be on the score sheet and for Vini, to be absolved, in my opinion, of not taking that penalty kick. Then the next thing we know, at the 79th minute, Ellen Haaland with a lovely cross head the ball in. Gabriel could not do anything, bro. Once again, he's dunking on Gabriel. He dunked on Gabriel during the season at club level, and he's dunking on him again. Two goals in this game. 79th minute. Amazing by Haaland, bro. This guy, everyone keeps talking about Mbappe versus Messi, but dog, we have Haaland right here, man. Haaland has been the guy to score. Him and Newsom, man. He's scoring at every knockout stage, group stage, knockout stage, just like Mbappe, just like Messi, bro. In an hour, we're about to see if Harry Kane can also score two goals as well to be tied up. And I'll be honest with you guys, this is one of the greatest, to me, this might go down as the greatest Golden Boot race of all time, right? And I've been watching the World Cup since 2010. 2010, this might be the greatest Golden Boot race I've ever seen. We have three players at 7 goals, right? Because Haaland came again at the 90th minute, right at the apex of stoppage time. This ball got the ball, and I don't know why Haaland was not covered up. Outside the edge of the box, shoots the ball, bang. It is 2-0. Brazil nil, Norway 2. Very well done by Haaland, bro. Very well done by Haaland. Haaland is a proper finisher, man. This guy is insane. So insane, bro. This was what Brazil was lacking. Maybe if you had João Pedro, who also had the flair as well. And the worst part about it, I have to put the blame on Carlos Ancelotti because even though he brought a lot of subs on, this lineup of Brazil is very poor to me. Danilo should be nowhere near here. At least bring on Fabinho. Why didn't you not play Fabinho? You played Fabinho in every big game, and yet you did not decide to bring him on in this game. Why? Casemiro was solid, even though he was up there in age, in my opinion. He was solid. Martinelli being in the midfield, I don't know why Martinelli was in the midfield, in my opinion. Yes, he scored that winning goal against Japan, but he should have come off the bench. Yes, Lucas Paqueta was injured, but Hendrick is a midfielder, right? Why didn't Henderson not score? I'm sorry. Why didn't Henderson not start? You have started Henderson. Yeah, this lineup was just all around point. Substitution was just a bit too late. Sometimes it was early, right? And sometimes it was just I don't know, man. Like Carlos Ancelotti has a lot of he didn't work this one out. Brazil should not be playing a defensive game. That was what happened. Should not be playing a defensive and attacking game. Should not allow Norway to dominate ball possession like this. Ivory Coast played the right way, even though they were caught lacking. They dominate. They played ball possession. In Brazil, you team that's very knowing but never playing a defensive style of football unless it's was actually out here being so bad. Like, come on, what are we talking about, bro? What the hell are we talking about? Anyway, look, it's very unfortunate for Brazil. It's not shocking to me that they're out, right? Yes, Neymar had a penalty, but come on, man, that's like what's Neymar gonna do? What change was Neymar gonna make? I'm trying to understand that. Neymar came on in the 67th minute, and what exactly could he do? Could not do anything. Is what you expect, bro. Anyway, guys, I'm out, man. I'll see you guys next time, man. Peace out. Please like and subscribe. Hash Black here. I'll catch you guys at the England versus Mexico